Push over, Bacon. Day one of actual tour de Keji, and in typical Eric fashion, I learnt that rear wheel, my carbon tubular with the size tires I decided to get, isn't going to fit on this bike because it rubs here and here if it's in all the way, and it also doesn't fit my road bike. Ask Angela how happy I am about that.
Super stoked.
And we're off to event number 1. It's not that nice out. It's actually pretty cold. So I guess I'm looking forward to it. We're just driving the time trial course right now, and it is so flat, which is good. I like that. Well, the roads are very slippery. Yeah, I'm sort of hoping that there isn't like moss-covered roads. Oh man, that sucked. So I crashed, ripped my sock, bleeding a little bit.
Triathlon bikes are not UCI legal, you cheater.
Is that UCI legal? Liar. Nothing worse than having like a little dumb spill to just get your nerves and go through the roof. Frig.
Now obviously while I'm racing I have a hard time vlogging, so for this particular section, while me and the team, Zach, Scott, myself, and Ian, who isn't on the team, were out racing, I'll use Brienne's photos as the content for the video. Thanks Brienne for letting me use these. The time trial went really well. It was beautifully flat. The wind wasn't too bad, but as you can see, we all came back relatively winded because, you know, you're putting out a huge effort. It was one of my better time trials. I averaged about 39 kilometers an hour over 16 kilometers. It was at this point that Zach came over to inform me that there was something far more important going on up the street where we first began.
There are tacos. Well, yeah, let's go get those. Yeah. What are we doing here? I'm like standing here trying to get cool footage, like.
The tacos weren't your traditional hard shell, like beef tacos. They were vegan, but they were still amazing. Now on to some between-event bantering between my friends and I.
You get that off there now. How'd all that duct tape get on there?
I don't know, it was a racing accident.
That's weird. I look forward to everyone asking why there was duct tape like that on your spokes and me not telling them why. Because all our cool bikes are here. They're all worth not very much.
So much camping in this channel.
A lot of campy, yeah. No Shimano.
No Shimano.
No Shimano at all. Look at these zip wheels.
What? Right? All the aero and still just regular brakes. And they're nice and loud. Basically,
The small
a geological event.
One of the things I like about the French Press is that
or I'd break it.
but the actual part of the top,
The part where you make the coffee.
This corner over here is going to be so treacherous. Yeah. Oh, this corner. This corner sucks. But it looks like there's lots of traction.
really wasn't so bad. In fact, it was probably the most fun part of the second event of the Tour de Keji. And that was the crit, which was happening in the afternoon. They did have to redesign the course slightly, but I think it was the right decision considering where I crashed earlier, there was a lot of pretty terribly moss-covered roads. The pace was really high, plenty of attacks. I spent a lot of time out front, had a lot of fun with everybody. In the end, I didn't have a really great finish, but it was easily the most fun race I've taken a part of.
Cat B race, so good. I'm not at all looking forward to the road race tomorrow because road racing is pretty boring. But crit racing, pretty much just a road cyclocross race. And everyone stayed together. No one really crashed, even though we came close to crashing. Dope. So hopefully Zach got some footage. You had a helmet cam on?
Hopefully.
With our luck, none of it worked.
Yeah, probably.
Very likely that we'll have nothing from the race.
Last weekend.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Had a camera on. Oh, it didn't work.
And I called it perfectly. The camera was dead from the drive up because it had been recording in his backpack the whole time.
Ooh, exciting things are happening in the A class. Beauty. Work, Steve. This turn's so much less treacherous than I thought it would be. It's probably the most fun part of the entire crit. If it didn't get swept, maybe it would have been a different story. I'm just trying to watch between each end of the race. We've already done so much fitness today. Imagine we miss it again. We're good, Ian. I'm working harder now than I did in the race. Oh, the bike sounds so good. Woo! You guys are blown to hell now.
Oh, don't celebrate too early.
And thus concludes day number 1 of the Tour de Keji. Even though we stayed up and drank beer and ate a bunch of hot dogs.